Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. How's everyone doing?
Yes, happy Monday. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are at in the
Yes.
world. And welcome to the Savanh Family Show.
Yes.
And hopefully you had an awesome week last week and you're ready to get your week started. And we're going to discuss today really problems, right? Did you know that for most happy and lasting marriages, there are problems that don't really go away, and problems are really a sign of life, a sign of a vibrant and happy and thriving relationship.
Baby, are you saying that as a perfect couple like us, we actually have problems?
Yes, of course. We're going to talk about them now. So, how do married couples like us who have busy schedules, run high-performing businesses, face challenges daily, raise multiple children,
and yet still remain in love, passionate, and happy like when we first dated?
That is the question. And this show will give you
Welcome to the Savanh Family Show.
Master your relationship, your life, and your business now. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yes, and if this is your first time watching us, my name is C. Savans, my beautiful wife, my amazing business partner, Phyllis Savans.
And the tech support. Hi.
Yes. And then we just again wanted to welcome you. Let's start here. Let's start by celebrating our wins and or sharing what you are grateful for in the comment section. Celebrating wins. We don't do it enough, and we want to really create this movement to help other people, help you guys really to sit down and smell the roses and be present and celebrate the things that you really have done phenomenally today or even last week. And then things that you're things that you're grateful for. So let us know in the comment section. We definitely would like to know. And if you are grateful for them after you watch us, go give, if it's grateful for your wife, then go give her a hug and a kiss and say, I'm grateful for you, right?
Yes, and the good news is those things are free.
Yes.
Did you hear me? Those things are free. You don't have to pay anything to just show people grateful.
And
however, you're gonna get a lot back.
Yeah, it's really not that a lot of effort too, but you get a lot back from it. Yeah, the return on that small little effort is huge. It's huge. Okay.
I know. We just save you a ton of presents and all the romantic tasks just by saying, "Hey, I really appreciate you. I'm really grateful for it."
Yes.
And and show them the love. And a lot of time, women love those, touching sound of compliment.
Yeah. So for me, all right, I am grateful for my beautiful wife here. And sometimes you always say, "Oh, yes, you're grateful for your wife," but I really, truly am grateful for my wife. She, she's connecting, and there's so many people around her in both our lives and in our business. And really just peer groups, right? Like we're on a mastermind every single week, and she just brings so much to people, right, every day, including myself. And there's a lot of people who get a ton out of her, the love, she just over delivers every single time. So that is something that I'm super, super grateful in her as my wife, because I just understand and know that when she commits to something, doing something, right, to love people, to share, to give, to be there, she over delivers. She just doesn't just show up, but she just really, really shows up. So thank you, baby. I love you. You show up every day in our lives. I'm very grateful for. Yes. So that is my gratefulness. So comment section, what is yours? Okay, so a little emotional there, but which is good. So today we're gonna continue our best relationship advice ever, and the topic is how to be forgiving.
Yes.
Right, because just like I've said in previous some other episodes, like stress is not a bad thing. It's how you deal with stress. Problems are really not bad. It's just how you deal with problems, right? So when it comes to fighting in a relationship and problems in situations that come up, like we should be avoiding them. That's a chance to grow, right? That's a chance to get better. That's a chance to really bring forth your best self, in the moment, right, in that situation. So today's topic, how to be forgiving, really has a lot to do with why we're together. Like, I said in that movie with Jerry Maguire, right? That's that scene where Renee says, "You complete me," right? Again, it just, in the movies, it sounds beautiful, right? Sounds amazing, sounds romantic. But realistically, in reality, though, we do not complete each other. What we do is we complement each other, right? So there will be polarity. there will be views, there will be, different mindsets, different energies, and and all that can sometimes cause issues or problems or situations that arise. How do you deal with them, right? And that's what we're going to talk about
Yes.
today.
And I think there's two target audience here. I don't know why I said target audience. How to be forgiving. This is not just to how to forgive your partner. It's also how to forgive yourself.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of time, we're very hard on ourselves, especially overachiever, just like us, just like you. We have so much that we want to accomplish. We're so, so hold ourselves so highly.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes when we make a tiny little mistake, or when we are doing something that we don't mean to do, but we did it anyway, and we're just so hard on ourselves. So learn how to forgive yourself, and thus, you learn also how to forgive others.
Yes. So the first takeaway we're going to talk about in terms of how to be forgiving, yourself and your partners, really understand and abide by your differences. We are different, right? We are different. That's what makes it whole, right? I mean, I bring a piece of the puzzle. She brings a piece of the puzzle. When we come together, we make a beautiful puzzle, right? We make a beautiful piece of art, whatever it is. And that has everything to do with the differences, right? How we grew up, who we are, right? Our upbringing, our conditions, our belief systems, how we were shaped, our character, our identity, all that stuff. So your partner should never be like you, and you should never try to change your partner to be like you. You have to understand that we definitely have differences, and that's what makes the marriage and the relationship really so powerful, because there's different views of everything. There's different outlooks. There's different, drivers of energy, emotion, right? Habits, behaviors, and that's great. And really, when you really accept that and abide and understand that we have differences, that's the polarity that's a relationship actually needs, right? So,
maybe for a person like me, I don't really understand what's the word abide.
Accept, understanding, really, that
embrace the differences.
Yeah, embrace. Yeah, so
awesome.
that's basically what it is. I don't know,
I know.
where to buy. We have differences. Let's just keep it simple, right? We have differences and sometimes couples get into this thing where the differences that made them attract each other later on somehow becomes the differences that
drive each other away.
Drive each other away. It's like, it's weird, because it's like, well, that's why you love that person, right? That little quirky thing, and then the other part is also reminds people that of those little quirky things that are important as well, right? So there's a pull opposite. It doesn't always drive people away from each other every time, but we have couples who lose each other. Let's say a death happens, right? And then that person, oh, I missed that thing, right? That little thing that they do, or these little things, right? These little noises they make, the way they sleep, the way they hug me, the way things like that. Those are the differences that matter. Does that make sense? So don't make those differences a problem. They're not. They're differences.
Yes, just to share with you guys a story again. Are we perfect? No. Will problem coming into our life? Absolutely. That's where we got all the contents coming from, right? So yesterday, we were working on something, and again, my husband is a tech wizard, soon to be. Mom to be. Tech wizard, soon to be. I am consider myself as a tech wizard because I'm really, I love technology, right? I mean, we talk about, computer, social media, and all that. And we were just talking about a subject. And, and the biggest difference between us is I'm a lover, and I'm also considered water. So I'm very slow. I'm very calm and collected. And he's actually a fire. So he has a lot of fire, and he has a lot of warrior. And we were talking about this topic, and somehow, we are in our default role, right? Which is I'm really slow, and I'm in the water. I'm thinking really deep. And he was like, I need this answer right now. And if I don't get it, I'm just going to burn the town, right? And we almost like we clashes. Really? Yeah. This is exactly how I feel. And I feel like, we just clashes.
Viewers are like, that's scary.
No, and then after that, what we did is we abide our differences. And I say, hey, I know that you are in your default world, and I'm in my default mode, and I think we really need to give each other some spaces because I know where you're coming from. I know where I am coming from. And I know that this conversation is not going anywhere.
Yep.
Because the more that the more that he didn't get it, the more fire he comes in, the more that I couldn't deliver what he wants, the more water I become. Can you see the problem? So he's like, it's like, okay, I am, this is actually a really good analogy. It's like the water would not be able to calm this fire down. So, hey, I better walk away before my water get drained, right? Wow, this is actually really good. So, again, embrace the differences. It's okay to call a timeout so that, you can slow down and forgive each other. And after that, I immediately, pointed it out to him. Through WhatsApp, we use a lot of WhatsApp communication, and then he realized that right away. He's like, oh, that's what happened. And then less than an hour, hey, our record used to be like a week, a day, 3 days, 5
Simmering,
days,
right?
silence treatment. And then this week, it's I think less than an hour, and then he was just like
2 minutes.
Yeah, maybe a
30
little
minutes.
bit more after I finish my.
It's like
food.
27 minutes, something like that. 27.
So then he come to me and he gave this big smile. He turned into a
Jester.
The Kaljung differences. If you don't know it, the link is down below so you can watch it. And he just smiled, give me a big smile and love, and say, oh, can you forgive me because I was in my warrior mode, because I really wanted to get to know it. I really just in this path of finding the truth. And then, for me, it's like, yeah, I'm trying to deliver to you, but I can't because you're too fiery to me, right? But however, because of the smile, because how cute he is, I forgive him. And then, the life goes on a very amazing Sunday.
Yes, most definitely. So, yes, so abide by your differences. Second takeaway that we want to give you is love despite the differences.
Yes.
Right? Love no matter what. We have this thing called forgive, forget, flood. Right? Flood. Flood your partner with love regardless, right? Despite the differences. Never, take love away.
Yes.
Never be fear that love will be taken away from you in a relationship. That is totally, something that's, we should never do. Never really threaten the relationship. Never threaten to push that button, right? So like in the governmental leaders, right? The button, right? The big red button that everybody has in their briefcase, right? Never do that. And I used to do this, quite honestly. Maybe this isn't, we're not meant to be, right? We shouldn't be together. And maybe this is just, we need to really think about our relationship. Things like that. Like, never threaten it. It's always understand that we all have differences, and just regardless what, you chose to love each other, this person. You said, I do. You said yes. You say that, I love you. You're committed, right? If you're committed, then flood no matter what. The differences will fix itself, but never take love away.
Yes, and in right now, if you are in a feisty relationship, if you're in a very firework relationship, I like that fireworks relationship. It's beautiful, but you guys are fighting all the time, and what you wanted to do is whatever you're gonna do the opposite. Whatever you're gonna do the opposite, because the chances of whatever that you wanted to do in your default mode, you're gonna screw it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
This reminds me about a story. I'm very bad with direction. I always make the wrong choice. Every time I get to a path, if I don't have a GPS, it's like, okay, should I take a left or a right? And 80% of the time, if I follow my gut, I'm always lost. So now what I did is, okay, if my gut is telling me I need to make a right, I'm gonna make a left. So now I don't get lost too often, because I knew that
50% of the time. That's what she means by not too often. Just 50% of the time. It's either left or right, right?
And again, love despite the differences. So, and then another thing is I embrace that, he usually will drive me around, because then, chances is we'll be home 100% of the time.
Yes, most definitely.
In the accurate route.
Yes.
But again, even if you're in a default mode and you know that you're going to get lost, or you're going to go to the opposite direction, then, just disown that gut and just go to the opposite direction, because you know that, okay, if I do this and this is what I have been always doing, and I will create a fight, and I will not be forgiving, then do it the other way, right? Do it the other way. And then every time you're like, oh man, I'm gonna get mad at him and I'm not gonna forgive him, well, do it the other way. Forgive him. Do the polar opposite and see what comes up from your relationship. Mm-hmm. This is $1 million advice, okay? So make sure you listen to that. Do it the opposite way of what you're going to do. If you decided that you're not going to forgive the person, then forgive it regardless and see what magical moment you will create because
Yes.
of that.
Yes. So love that despite the differences. Second is forgive always. Yes. Forgive always is one of those things where, like I said, we have the 3 F's: forgive, forget, for flood. Right? So flood is something that we have really committed to doing, to never, ever, ever, really take love away, never threaten the relationship. So we're always going to flood each other with love. But the second thing is, forgive. Forgive is the resentment, right? Building up the resentment and helps with this as well. So always forgive, always your partner, because it's not about the problem, the situation. It's 2 against 1. So it's really easy to handle. Okay.
Yes, and I think that this is very important. Forgive always, not just to your partner, also to yourself. A lot of times, the reason why you react to certain things, even if sometime, once in a while, your partner says something and they don't necessarily mean what it is, and you took it personally and you react towards it. If you ever catch yourself doing that, forgive yourself, because there's something that you hold in your heart that is very tight. That's why you couldn't really forgive yourself, and thus you react to it. And, for the partner, sometimes your partner react to whatever you say, even though you don't mean it. Forgive them regardless. Because it's okay, it's okay that, because we are not perfect, right? And the more that we forgive each other, the more that we let go, the better we're gonna be. I am going through this journey with micro singer right now. Thank you to my friend Candy. She's she shared us, this really amazing guy. His name is micro singer. Through Tony Robbins, and he taught us how to be inner peace. And he said everybody like to collect, right? Everybody's collector, right? Some people collect stamps, some people collect toys, some people collect memories, some people collect cars, right? The truth is, everyone collect negative energy. A lot of us collect problems, because it makes you feel significant. Like if there's problems, everything is going well, right? If there's, like what Tony sometimes say, if you do have problems, you belong in cemetery. The truth is, we also, besides solving the problem, we also hold that into our heart. And don't collect those garbage, right? Michael Singer said, don't collect those garbage. If it is a problem, if it is anger, throw it away, let it go, throw them into the trash can, throw it in the garbage, and forgive, forgive and forget and flood, right? And again, if you forgive always, which is like what I'm practicing, I forgive him all the time. So every day he's getting sexier and sexier, prettier and prettier, love more and more loving. You get what I'm saying? You see this it's beautiful like
I'm
face?
A troublemaker, problems child.
That's what I was attracted to you from the beginning. Because I'm a straight A student. Yes, I don't do I don't make any mistake. That's why I'm drawn to bad boys, right? How many women out there you like bad boys? Type in down below. How many of you guys like bad boys?
Yes.
Type in down below. That is a statistic, baby.
Yes.
So forgive always.
Yes.
Okay, Claire. Thank you so much for being here. And I know you said yes. Thank you. It is really important to understand that the relationship are not perfect, because our differences.
Yes.
And Claire, echo with me, right? Do you like bad boys, right? And would you love to help them to bring them to the right path?
Yeah.
Right?
Take them to the light, away from the dark, away from the dark. So, so really to summarize everything that we have here, right? So, best relationship advice that we have for you, one of them is, how to be forgiving. And the 3 takeaways are: abide by your differences, love despite the differences. We are different, and forgive always. Love despite the differences is never, ever, 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 really threaten the relationship and take love away, right? Just love despite the differences, okay? And we are different, so, forgive. There's things that your partner's going to do that, is not going to be perfect. It's not meant to, or you. And, the best thing you guys can do with each other is to forgive each other, okay?
Yes. So step number 1 is forgive yourself. Step number 2 is forgive both each other. And step number 3 is forgive always.
Yes,
always. Always. So
this is an amazing topic. So hit the like button. I know that you guys got a ton out of this. Hit the like button. Comment below anything that you want to add to this. That you guys do really well in your relationship. We would love to learn, and we would love to share with the rest of the audience. So. And then subscribe to our channel here. This way, when we upload new videos or go live, you're going to be alerted every single time, okay? Help us grow this channel. We want to impact as many lives as we possibly can. And the question of the day is, what are you going to do today to practice put into practice in regards to how to be forgiving to your partner, no matter what, right? To be how are you gonna practice the art of forgiving?
Yes.
Okay? Cool.
So make sure that you type down the question of the day.
Yes.
And we love you.
We love you. We'll see you in the next show. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you like this show, subscribe now.
Remember, mastery starts here.
See you on the next show.